As the nation celebrated a Holy Weekend, New Delhi was bustling with bilateral engagements between India and Japan at the 14th Annual India-Japan Summit that led to significant developments in strengthening ties between the two countries. Hello and welcome to New India Junction. I am Richa Dwivedi and this is NIJ Explained. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, on a two-day visit to India, met with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi. This was Fumio Kishida's first such visit in his role as Prime Minister. The summit marked the first meeting between the two leaders. This year also marks the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Japan and India. The previous India-Japan Annual Summit took place in Tokyo in October 2018. So what was discussed? A wide range of subjects like trade and investment, defense and security, especially in the regional context. This included talks about China. While India spoke of the standoff at LAC, Japan raised the matter of East China Sea and South China Sea with regard to China's growing aggression in the region. In 2020, India and Japan had signed a reciprocal provision of supplies and services agreement that established the enabling framework for closer cooperation between the armed forces of India and Japan in reciprocal provision of supplies and services while engaged in bilateral training activities, United Nations peacekeeping operations, humanitarian international relief, and other mutually agreed activities. Last year had witnessed increasing bilateral and multilateral engagement between India and Japan, and further strengthening of the India-Japan Special Strategic and Global Partnership. Despite the pandemic crippling summits, talks, and events between nations across the world, both India and Japan maintained the momentum in ties through virtual meetings and phone calls. The countries also witnessed further strengthening of bilateral security and defense cooperation. For several years now, India and Japan have engaged in multilateral cooperation, with the Modi government's Act East policy that aims to promote economic, strategic and cultural relations with the vast Asia-Pacific region at different levels, thereby developing India's northeastern region. A decision was taken in the 2017 summit to establish the India-Japan Act East Forum. The objective is to coordinate developmental projects in northeast India in areas of connectivity, forest management, disaster risk reduction, and capacity building. Several projects including upgradation of highways in Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram are underway. Fun fact, the under construction Dhubri Phulbari Bridge over river Brahmaputra that is all set to connect Assam and Meghalaya, foundation stone for which was laid by Prime Minister Narendra Modi last year, is being funded by Japan International Cooperation Agency and will be executed by NHIDCL. This will become India's longest bridge. Apart from a number of infra projects, India and Japan have also been focused on boosting trade and economic ties. Last year, in April, the two nations launched the Supply Chain Resilience Initiative that seeks to enhance the resilience of supply chains in the Indo-Pacific region and to develop dependable sources of supply and to attract investment. Prime Minister Modi said in a tweet, and I quote, "The talks with Prime Minister Kishida were extensive and productive. He has always been a great friend of India's. We took stock of the progress in our bilateral relations over the last few years. We also discussed various regional and global issues." Prime Minister Modi went on to highlight that the economic partnership between India and Japan are getting robust. He also added that the two countries aim to reach an investment target of 5 trillion yen, which is rupees 3.2 lakh crores in the next 5 years. India and Japan also signed a cyber-security pact and announced a clean energy partnership, the development of India's northeast, and bamboo cultivation and processing. They also signed pacts on loans to the tune of rupees 20,400 crore for projects in connectivity, water supply and sewerage, horticulture, healthcare and biodiversity conservation in different states. The two leaders also issued a detailed joint press statement on a number of contemporary global issues, including the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, maritime access in the Indo-Pacific region, especially the South China Sea, and sustainable growth in the post-COVID world. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is known to add a personal touch to professional ties. This time was no different. Prime Minister Modi gifted a Krishna Pankhi to Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida. The Krishna Pankhi is a sandalwood artifact made in Rajasthan with intricate work with its windows depicting different poses of Lord Krishna, epitomizing love, compassion, and tenderness. The Pankhi is intricately carved with traditional tools and has a hand-carved peacock figure at the top, India's national bird. So that was all on NIJ Explained today. Do let us know if you found this video insightful. Until next time, this is Richa Dwivedi signing off. Dhanavad and Namaste.